Hi there, John here, and welcome to another of my Toon Boom Harmony animation tutorial videos. In this series I am drawing, rigging and animating a minion from scratch, and today we are going to be continuing on the animation process with our minion. This is the third video now, so we're kind of getting close to being finished. Before I start, I just want to say a big thank you and hello to my new subscribers. There's been quite a few of you since the last video, and of course thank you for all of your comments and questions and feedback as well. I do try and answer as many as possible, so please keep them coming. I'll happily give as much help as I possibly can. So let's get cracking today. As the same as the last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what we're going to do. I'll then turn me off in the corner and get cracking and probably do a voiceover. But there's lots to do today, and I'll probably animate for about an hour and then see how we're getting on. So let me just first of all play the animation to you just to kind of catch up on where we left off last time. Let's turn the frame on.
Banana. Oh, oh, come on, banana. Banana.
So as you can see, we're kind of getting there. This last section, as he kind of grabs the banana to the end, needs working on. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Once I've kind of got that bit done, I'm going to go over most of the animation again and just make the little tweaks, do eye blinks, move the pupils around a bit more, that kind of thing, and sort of just finalise the animation. And then when I'm kind of happy with all of the general gist of it, I'm going to go and do the mouth. And then if I get time, well, either today or in the next video, I'll do the little shadow on the floor just to kind of root him into the scene a bit. So yeah, I will turn me off now and we will get cracking with the animation. Right then, so we're going to start with this bit here at the end. Now the first thing I want to do is to make him a bit more horizontal. I think he's a bit too vertical when he grabs hold of this banana. So on this frame here, I'm just going to spin his whole body around just a little bit more and move him a bit more under the banana. And I'm just going to take that keyframe and paste it onto these ones, just so we can see where he's going to be. So he comes down a bit there. Probably a bit too much. This one comes up quite a lot. And then the big swing across. Like so. So let's also sort the arm out, because the arm is not obviously in the right position now. So I'm just going to go and turn on the deformer for the arm. I'm just going to spin that around first of all, basically into the middle of the banana, so we get roughly where it should be. And you can see here that the patch is also over the oval, so I'm just going to move that out a bit so it doesn't interfere with that. And we'll do the hand very shortly. Let's make sure that's okay. So let's just keep twisting that around to make sure the arm is roughly in the same position on the banana. And again, I'm just going to make sure that all of the things are now tweened, so there's no jumping around. Okay, so what we're going to do now is also sort this hand out, because obviously his hand should technically be holding the banana now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find the frame when he should grab it, which is probably this one. I'm going to select the hand, go to duplicate drawing. So you'll see up in the window here in the library, there's only one picture of the hand. So I'm going to create a second one. So that one changes to 2. Oh no, sorry, hang on the banana. So go to the banana, sorry, and then duplicate the drawing. And now you've got 2 drawings. So I'm going to go to the drawing. I'm going to select my black from my Minion palette. And on the camera view, I'm going to roughly put in where the thumb should be. Now the Minion has thumb and 2 fingers. So I'm just going to go in, they're quite fat fingers, and just put in where his fingers are going to be. And now I'm going to go to the drawing window, and using the cutter tool, I'm just going to cut away all of this stuff that now is covered by the fingers. Like so, and then we can just fill in that with the gloves. Just here. So now we have 2 bananas. We have the one with no hand and the one with the glove holding it. Back to the camera view. So now his hand is holding the banana, but obviously we've got the second hand here in the background. So what I'm going to do again is to duplicate that drawing, make 2, and on this drawing I'm going to select everything and just simply delete it. So we've basically got a blank frame. So now you'll see that it looks a bit more like he's holding the banana. So if we play that now,
Come on, banana. Banana.
there's a sense that he's holding on to it. And we can see from the top of his arm where roughly his body should be. So on this frame, for example, the body now should be lower. So I'm going to select that whole thing and just bring that down a bit. And with this one, it should be a bit more in there. Now something's looking a little bit weird because when it grabs on the arm, so what I want to do is I'm going to add a little bit of ease in and ease out, because I think possibly it's because the banana has got the ease in and ease out on it, but the Minion hasn't. So I'm just going to add a little bit onto that and just see if that helps. Yeah, that's better. So that's that kind of section done. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got the last bit of this sort of sway of the banana sorted. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take probably about 20 frames. So 10, 20, create a keyframe. 10, 20, create a keyframe. Take a keyframe. And then this is where he jumps and disappears. So we're going to put one in there. So this one, let's get rid of the frame. Turn on the deform. Again, just going to very gently just swing it ever so slightly so that he's kind of rocking to and fro. And I'm going to select that one and copy it to the next one like that. That's weird. Let's just definitely check that's sorted there. Okay. $20, $10, $20, $10, $20, $10. We'll do one there. So let's do that again, just to make sure that's going to work. And then we're going to copy that one and paste it to there, and then make sure that it's tweened. Okay, and then we're going to add the same for the Minion. So we're going to go in and add keyframes on the Minion. So here we also need to move him back again. I'm going to turn on his deformer again, just on the arm, just so we get a rough idea where that should be positioned. And then we're going to take this one and copy that to there. Make sure these are all tweened. Now, yeah, well, now we're going to add some tweening on that. So we're going to roughly add the same. So if you look down here, you can see the ratio. So we're going to go 16 on that side, and we'll go, just for now, we'll go 16 on this side. Apply to next, and we're going to do the same here. So 16, 16, apply to next. 16, 16, apply to next. 16, apply. And then we're going to go down to the minion and do the same things to make sure that everything. Whoa, that's a bit weird one, isn't it? Look at that. Let's just tone that down again. So hopefully they should have the same kind of ease in and ease out. So my thoughts, my thought now is that these, it's a bit similar. So he grabs on and then settles. Now this move shouldn't be as abrupt, I don't think, because obviously it should be slowing down. So I'm just going to take the banana again and just make that not so, just slightly ever so softer. And this one as well is going to be ever so slightly softer as well. Turn the onion skin on. This one again should be more sort of back to the middle, really. Else we need to adjust the minion back. To make sure that he is in line where he should be. Because he's gone a bit further away than he should do. So the wah is going to be him disappearing. So what I might do is just pull this in slightly, and then we're going to zoom him away really quickly. So I'm probably going to only make it a few frames, and I'm going to go to the banana and yank him away. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and do a little bit of squash and stretch. So I'm going to put a keyframe in there, and I'm going to move the pivot point to the bottom of the minion and then stretch him out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to really quickly make him disappear. So like a couple of frames, we're going to copy that and then make him literally fly off the screen. So let's just see what it looks like. Bit too slow, so we're gonna bring it back, make it really quick and snappy. So it's a bit like it's been probably going to lift him up a little bit. Yeah, that will do for now. I'm reasonably happy with that. So there's a few things that I need to do on this last section as well. Is obviously when he jumps here, his arm and his legs need to be more aimed towards the floor. So let's do the arm first. So he jumps this arm here, so we're gonna just grab that and make it again with a bit of swing, a bit of sway. Making sure that all the in-betweens and tweens are on. So I'm going to copy this one and just paste that onto the remaining frames. And now his legs. So again, I'm just going to turn the deformers on, and then just what I might actually do is put another keyframe in here. Weird little blippy issue thing going on there. It's a bit strange. Hope that will sort itself out shortly. Again, using a little bit of squash and stretch. Just going to try and make these a little bit longer than they normally would be. And then bring them back to a more normal size. So again, I'm just going to go through, oh here we go, find the legs and just get rid of all these keyframes, we don't need those. I think we'll save that one because it's going quite well. We've got a weird little blip in there. This random. If I zoom in here, you'll see his arms seem to flick. I don't know what's going on there. So we'll try and sort that out at some point. It seems to lose its connection for a frame in between, which is very weird. Sometimes these things literally it'll be a case of if you save it, close it, open it again, it'll work fine. But we'll leave that one for now. Okay, so that's the end. Basically, going to plot it out. So now I'm gonna go through with a sort of fine tooth comb and just make sure I'm happy with it. Like I said, I'm not going to go full on this animation because I want to kind of get it finished really. But just want to make sure I'm happy with the overall feel of it, all the different arm positions, hands, that kind of thing. This first bit I'm really happy with, so I'll stick with this. Obviously here we need another hand because obviously he's trying to grab the hand. So again, I'm going to select that hand, duplicate the drawing, and then we're going to draw another hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and then put that onto the underlay art layer, get rid of the color art for a second, turn them all on, make sure that we are on the line art, and I'm just going to draw a minion hand. Again, a thumb and 2 fingers with the glove, so I'll probably keep that bit of the glove there. Like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the underlay art layer, get rid of these bits. And then I'm just going to copy this onto the color art. And then on the line art, I'm going to just draw around what I've done with the polyline tool. Turn the snap to contour on so that it joins the lines up for you. Right, and let's just check out other layers so we can get rid of all of those. And then using the select tool, press your little mattress button and then fill in the colour. On this frame here, I want to just turn the hand a bit more like he's reaching for it. And then on this one, I want to switch it back to the first hand. It's like he's trying to grab it. And the same with this one, so I'll use the same hand. So as he reaches up, he's going to try and grab the hand. As it comes down, it's going to go back into a fist again. The same with this one here. Back into a fist again. Now, obviously, this one is going to stretch. Back into a fist again. Obviously, I need to do this hand over here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the other hand. Select this one. Duplicate the drawing. Come into here. Shift M, sort of centers everything again, and then I can take this one, transform the drawing. Don't crash on me, don't crash on me. Thank you. Let's just save it. Whew, that was a close one. Then we can just nudge that up, make sure it all fits. Colour it in again. Okay, there we go. So he tries to grab, misses. Stretch. Change the new frame. Back to fist. So here I'm just going to turn this one to the catching hand. That weird blip is really annoying. So let's have a little play with that.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, stick. Come on, banana. Banana.
So I'm actually quite happy with it. I think that's looking quite good. And again, the hands just opening and closing makes such a difference, which is really, really good. So we'll play one more time. That weird little blip is so annoying.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, stick. Come on, banana. Banana.
Obviously his hand is still at the, if we go to that last frame, his hand is still just poking out the top of the frame. So we just need to change that a bit. Just going to lift him up to make sure he's definitely outside of the frame.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, stick. Come on, banana. Banana.
Okay, so yeah, on the whole I'm quite happy. There's that, the other arm now seems a little bit almost lame, really. I don't know.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, stick.
Just looks like maybe it could do a bit more expression in it. Maybe like this frame here. You could do it just being like a bit straighter sometimes. It's this frame.
Come on, banana.
That's a bit better. I think that'll
Banana.
adds a little bit more character to the arm.
Come on, banana. Banana.
So I'll just save that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just quit this and open it again, see if I can get rid of that blip, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so no, it hasn't fixed it. So I'm going to have to go in and have a look at this because that is weird. So by getting rid of the tweening, it seems to fix it. So in this example, I'm just going to get rid of the tween because the frame itself doesn't actually change. But now, oh, that's weird. This one Oh, there's some weird little issues going on with the rig now. It's all getting a bit complicated, I think. I don't think you'll see it anyway. Yeah, I think we'll just leave that for now. At least the weird arm thing is fixed. That is annoying though. Again, let's turn that off. That's better. Okay, right. So now we're going to go on. I'm just going to go through and do eyes now, and just spend a little bit of time checking on the eyes. Make sure that I'm happy with blinks. So the easiest way to do blinks is to select where you want it. Find the lid. I'm just going to copy and paste those into here. Again, the same with these ones. And generally you blink on a landing, so every time that you land, you know, you blink because just naturally, because obviously you're hitting the floor. So I'm going to stick that in there as well, but just a really quick one. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one now. Right, so I think I'm pretty happy with the general gist of the animation. What do you think? I think I'm quite happy with it for the amount of time I spent on it, which is only about, what, 3 hours or so for the actual animation stage anyway. But now I think mainly it's just the mouth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and do the mouth, and then I will finally do the sort of final check over once the mouth is done. Because that might change the way the character animates. He might have a few more reactions or something like that, for example. So I'm going to go through now and do his mouth. What I'll do is I'll explain the first few mouths because just to show you how to do it, and then I will go through, probably speed it up because it'll take me a little while. So yeah, we'll start with the first few mouths and then I will go through the rest quickly. So the first part is I'm going to just select the mouth and find it, because what will happen is it'll have hundreds of keyframes on it, and the last thing that we want at the moment is loads of keyframes. So I'm just going to select the top peg, go through and just delete those keyframes. So the mouth now is all clean, and every single part of the mouth has no keyframes on it at all. So we've got a nice clean. So now we have a nice clean thing to work from. So what I'm going to do is he's a humming, so he also hears so that won't move. I've got the little already in there. And banana. So this is where we start to start working on the mouth. So I'm going to go through and find where it starts, which is here on frame 117. So I'm going to go back a frame and start on 116 and go to my line and then select the outside of the mouth and find a ba sound or shape. So it's probably going to be reasonably small. And then what we can do here is I'm going to create a keyframe. These are going to be not stop motion keyframes. So I'm just going to bring that in a bit. Bah. And then we can alter the shape of the mouth slightly, but obviously without affecting the teeth and the tongue. Bah. And nana, so na is probably, so what I might do actually is make this one a bit bigger. Let's find a slightly wider one. Bah. And again with this, I'm going to just take the tongue and move that down and get rid of the teeth. Bah. Nah. So it's going to be smaller, so I'm going to again a keyframe in there, and then I'm going to swap that for that smaller mouth we had originally. Nah. Bah. Bah. So I'm first of all just going to stick in a B sound. It's going to start on a M sound. Ba, ba, na. Again, on this one, the tongue should probably be a bit lower. Na, na. So I'm going to take this shape here and swap that one for there. Hana. So I'm going to just make a keyframe in there, and I'm going to just make that slightly smaller, getting ready for the change. So add a little tween.
Banana.
There we go. So banana. So what I'll do now is, like I said, I'll turn me off again, and I will just go through and animate them. And basically, it's a mixture of keyframing, stop motion keyframes with tweened keyframes, with moving the tongue and the teeth around until you're happy with the mouse shape. Obviously, you can draw lots more mouths. I'm not going to today. I'm just going to use what I've got just for speed. But you can go through it and obviously amend this, make them smaller mouths, bigger mouths, depending on what he's saying. And just go through until you're happy that it looks natural, as natural as possible anyway. So I will crack on with the rest of the animation and come back to you in a little while.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, stick. Come on, banana. Banana. Wow.
Okay, so I've done the mouth now. I'm pretty happy with it on the whole. It seems to work really well, but obviously now that he's sort of added a bit more expression into his face, it'd be quite nice to add a few more little movements to his arms and his body and stuff as he's saying his words, just before we finally finish the animation. And a few more blinks and that kind of thing. So here, banana. So he's kind of holding onto the bananas. I'm just thinking in my head, literally, what would he do? Banana. So I think I'll do another swing of the arm, but this arm instead of the other one this time. So again, I've got another weird little glitch. I don't know what is going on with the deformer. They seem to, if you add a tween, it seems to lose its connection. And the only way around this here, that you see, it glitches really badly. So Toon Boom, if you're watching, why does this glitch happen? Please answer me. Or if you know, anyone who's watching, let me know. The only way to apparently stop this from happening is to remove the the tween, which is very annoying. Let's remove it off of there. Ah, it's the switch. The deformer switch seems to be the problem. Anyway, so let's have one more watch and see what you think.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, come on, banana. 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 Oh, hey, oh, yeah, come on, banana. Banana.
Okay, so it's not absolutely perfect. There's a few things in it that he seems to be a bit floaty on the rope. He's not got the best weight. So I'm just going to go through now. I'll turn me off again. I'm going to make some small amendments at the end there, and then we will do the shadow, and I think we're pretty much finished. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm happy now. I'm happy enough anyway. And so what we'll do is we'll crack on and do the shadow now, just to add a bit of to embed the minion a bit into the white background. So to do this, I'm going to do a very simple shadow, nothing too exciting, really, really simple. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to name it Shadow. I'm then going to create a new black, so just click on the black color in the Minion palette, and I'm going to double click on that and change the alpha, which is the opacity, down to probably about, let's go for 65, and we'll call that shadow as well, just so we don't forget. And I'm going to use the ellipse tool, and on the floor I'm going to just create a little circle underneath him, like the light shining from above, and I'm going to fill it with the shadow. And then in the drawing view, I'm just going to get rid of the outline now. just so we won't need that. And actually, what I'll do now, I'll change that slightly. I'll keep the alpha full, and then in the network view, I'm going to go to my module library, all modules, and then find shadow, which is here. And basically, you just connect that shadow to the shadow module, and then drop that into the composite. And now if we just put it into render mode, it should basically just blur it. There we go. So it makes a little shadowy kind of blur underneath the minion. So now we simply have to extend that exposure out all the way to the end. So F5. And then in the network view, I'm going to add a peg. And with the I'm going to select it, and then using the rotate tool, I'm going to bring that to the bottom to set the pivot point for the shadow. So then what we're going to do is we're going to just basically follow the minion, and when he moves, we're going to move the shadow, keeping it always on the floor. So here we go. So he's going to jump here. So we're going to put a keyframe on this one. I'm going to go along, find where he lands, which is here. Put a keyframe, move it along. Set the tween. And then what you really want to do is I'm going to move it up one more frame. In the middle frame, I'm just going to shrink it a little bit, because he's coming off the floor slightly. So I might have to even be there, possibly. Just going to shrink it down a little bit. And again, just going to go through basically and do that exact same thing over and over again. And then just making sure that the central frame is a little bit smaller, and then making sure your tweens are all on. Okay, so the shadow is in. I'm going to get rid of the line now because we won't need that, and we'll just play it through.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, come on, banana. Banana.
Oh, I need to add the tweens in. So I'm just going to add those tweens in because they're obviously vitally important, because otherwise it just jumps around. And I'm just going to also do the ease in and ease out. Now, if you remember correctly from earlier, it was 16. So I'm just going to go through and add the same tween, the same ease in and ease out on each one, so that it's exactly the same. Actually, this one we won't need any on because that's the zoom away. Okay, so I'd quite like to add another little shadow just for the banana, because it pops down and it should, again, like the other one, it should appear on the floor. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'll speed this bit up so that you aren't sitting there getting too bored. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just play this to you one more time. I've been recording for over an hour and a half now. So look.
Banana. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, come on, banana. Banana.
So the animation is finished. I'm really quite happy with it. It's taking a long time, so thank you for sticking with me. But I'm kind of pleased with the final production. I will export the animation as a separate video and upload that as an independent video on my YouTube channel, so watch out for that one. But yes, thank you for watching. It has taken a while, but I do appreciate all of your feedback, and hopefully it has been helpful to you. My next series is going to be called Toon Boom Harmony 12 Basics, and I'm simply going to be opening the software as if I was a new user, and I'll be explaining to you all the different windows, the tools, all the different sort of preferences, and going through how I would set up the software. And then obviously, once again, same in some ways to this Minion series, I'll be creating a new project from scratch, but obviously going maybe into more in-depth sort of tutorials over each tool and that sort of thing. So I hope you'll enjoy that, and obviously if you do have any questions and any feedback, please do leave a comment. Right, so yes, please do subscribe by clicking on the big red button, and to watch a previous video, please click on one of the big buttons at the top of the screen, and I'll be back very shortly with my brand new series. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.